Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hanging with Keys. Thank you all for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for leaving messages. Thank you for liking my comments. I feel the love and I so appreciate it. So today in the kitchen, we are going to be making a requested pound cake with homemade cream cheese pecan frosting. This is a childhood cake that my parents used to make when we were growing up, and someone left me a comment on Facebook and asked me to do a cooking video. So Carisha, this one's for you. I love you, and you guys enjoy. Okay guys, before we get started, I just wanted to go over the ingredients with you. We'll be using Swan's flour, cake flour, 3 sticks of softened butter, 5 eggs, room temperature. We're going to be using some sugar, some vanilla extract, salt, milk, pecans, and then powdered sugar. These will come later when we're pretty much done, so I'll hold off on going through the process of this. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we're going to add our 3 sticks of softened butter. So now that we have our 3 sticks of butter added, we're going to go ahead and mix for a few minutes. Not long, but I'm going to go ahead and sift my sugar in. So I wanted to pause right here. A sifter is not mandatory. I personally like to use sifters because I do notice the difference when I'm baking. It breaks down my sugar and it just gives it like a more smooth texture for me when I'm mixing. Again, a sifter is not mandatory. It's completely up to you. So now that it's been going for about 2 minutes, I'm going to speed it up to make it more fluffy, and then I'll start adding my eggs. You guys, I was never recording. I added my 5 eggs. I had cracked my 5 eggs and put it in a clear bowl. And I did it in a clear bowl because I like to see my eggs when I crack them to make sure there's no shells in there. And then I added it into the mixer one by one. I was recording the whole time, so I thought, but I never hit record. So the eggs are in here mixing with the sugar and the butter. So the eggs have been added, and now we're gonna go ahead and add our flour. So I'm gonna swift my flour, my baking flour. And then you're going to alternate. So I'll swift my baking flour in here. I'll do a cup, and then I'll add milk, alternate, then add more flour, and then add more milk, more flour. So we're going to start with flour and we're going to end with flour. And this just kind of breaks it down. I'll show you. It almost gives like powder. The texture that I'm going for is like the powdered sugar type of texture. No, I'm not. This is not sugar, but I'm trying to get that type of texture with the flour. It mixes better. And it actually tastes better. It breaks down the flour, in my opinion. So let me show you. If you can see it, it almost looks like powdered sugar, but it's flour. So we'll go ahead and put this back. We'll mix for a little while, and then we're going to go ahead and add some milk to it. Okay, so so this is my last cup of flour that I'm swifting. Once I blend this, I'll go ahead and add my vanilla extract to it. How much vanilla extract do I add? I do about 2 drops, but I'm not gonna lie, I probably do more than 2 drops. You're supposed to do about 2 drops. But I'll probably do more. And when my mom makes this cake, she actually does 4 sticks of butter. I choose to do 3. She used heavy whipping cream as her milk. Me personally, I like to use regular, like the lactate milk, or just whatever type of milk, because I do feel like the heavy whipping cream dries it out. But my mother did tell me as well that heavy whipping cream has a light whipping cream, which I didn't know. So next time I'll try that. I personally feel like it dries it out more. I don't know, it just feels more thicker and dry, but I could be wrong. It might have been the way that I was making it before, because their cakes have always been perfect to me. I just eye it. I'm not measuring. I'm doing 2 drops. I think I did a lot, but it's okay because I love vanilla extract. And then for the salt, I'm going to do 1/4 tablespoon. This is 1 tablespoon, but I know what 1/4 looks like, so I'm just going to pour 1/4 in here. And it's just a pinch. I did not do 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon. This is 1 teaspoon of salt, but you only need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I finished blending. We're gonna go ahead and spray with Baker's Joy. I use this instead of flour, and it is perfect. I feel like my cake always comes out perfect to perfection. So I'll go ahead and add that. This is what we're looking like. Ooh. Carisha, you better watch this whole video, because this video was for you. I wasn't even making a cake, but I did it because you said it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and try to even out. And I hit the bottom to get the little pot, the little holes out. My oven cooks really fast, so I'm gonna set my oven. My oven is set to 350, but I need to put it down to 325. Okay, so I have leftover cake mix, and so I have a loaf pan, and I'll just bake this here and give it to my nephew, because he absolutely loves the pound cake. You guys eat the cake? I mean, not eat the cake, but the cake mix. Like when your parents used to cook in the kitchen, that you go and just, the cake mix is so good. I think that's the best part. I can't wait to get off of here so I can indulge. So anyways, the cake, the butt cake, I'm going to put in the oven for about 45 minutes or until, you know, it's dry. I'll take a toothpick and stick in there, and if it comes out not wet, I know it's ready. And the same here. So I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll start preparing to make our cream cheese frosting. Okay, so now I have the kitchen cleaned up, washed the dishes. We're gonna go ahead and cut up the almonds, chop them up somewhat. Y'all know what? This is too fancy for me. I'm gonna tell you the best way to do it, and I'm about to do it, because we're gonna go ahead and pour these pecans in this plastic bag. What y'all think I'm about to do? Put them on this counter. And just chop them up. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and blend our cream cheese. We're gonna use about this much, and we're gonna leave this right here, this much.
You gonna call me later? Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. No, I'm on my butt.
So we'll blend
Alright.
this right here.
Let me see. I don't know how to share TikTok.
And then we'll go ahead and add our butter. And then we'll blend these two. And I use the hand blender instead of the do-it-yourself blender, whatever the proper term is. And the butter just gives it, okay, we're gonna pour a cup of confessional sugar. We're gonna start off with a cup first.
Hanging with cakes.
That's cute, everyone. So we'll go ahead and pour our confessional sugar. We'll give it a stir, and then we'll add a little bit of milk. You always want to just do a little bit of milk at a time, because if not, it will be watery. And we don't want watery frosting. We're going to add another cup, because once the cake is done and it cools off, we're going to cut the cake down the middle, put frosting in the middle, put the top back on, and then we'll frosting the cake. So I want to add more. We need more frosting in this, and then we still got to add our milk. But I'm going to do a drop of milk. You guys know how my drops are. Just a drop though. You know what, to be on the safe side, let's pour a little here. And a drop. I don't even know if you were able to see that. Let's give it a little bit more. I'm heavy-handed on stuff. Okay, ooh, see, I think I did too much. But if I did, no worries. We can just add more confessional sugar, but I think we're fine. So we'll add one more cup, and then I think that'll be it. And whatever we have is what we have. Don't need it anyway. Okay guys, our loaf pancake is ready. So this one will not have icing on it. It's still hot. I just took it out the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and sit it on the stove. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add our pecans. And we're not gonna blend them. You're actually just going to kind of, I'm not gonna do them all at one time. But you'll just kind of flip them and stir them in there. So we have our cream cheese frosting with pecans. Okay guys, our cake is ready. We're gonna let it cool because it is hot. Excuse the noise. But we're gonna let it cool down.
Quiet on the set.
Y'all, it's hot. But we're gonna let the cake cool down and then we'll go ahead and start putting our frosting on there. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and, our cake is still warm, but we wanna get it out of here. And get it on a plate. And then once we get it on the plate, we'll let it finish cooling off before we put the icing on it. Not sure if you can see it, but it's a golden brown. It is so pretty. So pretty.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll let it sit there, let it finish cooling off. Okay, so the cake is dry. I'm going to go ahead and cut it around in the middle. And let's just pray I don't mess it up with my cuts. Now that it's cut, we're going to pick it up. So we have the top layer and then the middle is where I will put the frosting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and frost in the cake, the middle. Okay, so the cake is all done. It's really, really looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste. And we'll see how it turns out. So let's go ahead and cut the cake. Ew. You guys, I'm so excited for this piece of cake.
So how did you guys start? Did you start because your mom?
Oh, really?
No, I haven't.
Sorry, can you turn that down?
So you started TikTok because of me. So you were posting videos. Okay. And you? Where are you at?
So we're gonna go ahead and do a taste test.
Okay,
Rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new.
This is so good. It is so moist.
why are you whispering?
This is really good. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that little bell so you can get notified when I post. Bye.